All right, Shalom. Praise the Lord. We give all praise and glory unto Yahweh. Double honor to the apostles and others of the great millstone. Peace and take the Akim to the elect that are scattered across the four corners of the earth in truth, and all faith and sincerity. All right. We prophets of Gms, we come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, like we always do. Out on a consistent basis, no matter the weather, no matter the condition, no matter what's going on in the earth, until the Most High says stop. All right? This is what we're going to do. We constantly set our face against Mount Seir, which represents Esau Edom. All right, so-called white men for all the year have done in the planet Earth. All right, against the children of Israel, right, against all creation. Right, because this man is against everything. He's anti-life. Right? And he's against the Most High. And we come out here and proclaim the repentance and salvation for our people. Right? We try the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? You see the Lord, right, who the world calls Jesus Christ, is who he's coming back to save. Right? He's coming back to put everything in its proper order. Right? How it's supposed to be. Right? The end times, hey, it's here. You can clearly see it. Right? If you know about prophecy, right? You can start off in 1924.
The book of Matthew 24, verse 1. When Yahweh Shah went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahweh Shah said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another.
Right, and when you go into Matthew 24 chapter, it's going to the end times, but also certain parts are going to 70 AD. Right? So when the Romans, the Hebrews, are going to come back to temple. Right?
Upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be?
So the disciples were inquiring, so he said, this was now. We want to know when it's going to happen. Like, we want to kind of guard. Like, Lord, tell us, when is this going to happen? What should we look for? Right?
And what shall be the sign of thy coming? And of the end of the world. And Yahweh Shah answered and said unto him,
I'm about to say something real quick, and it was also to add on to what your brother said, they were inquiring that because they wanted the kingdom to come. You had a remnant of Israel that always has been concerned with, us ruling this planet Earth, Go ahead, bro.
And it's the book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 6. Just to land off the point that the elder brother just made of Israel desiring the kingdom of heaven, which is the kingdom of Israel, which is so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, so-called because that's not our true nationality. We come from the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, but you have Israel according to the scriptures, according to the curse that's written in Deuteronomy 28 chapter, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, but the truth was the truth and the true understanding of the Bible. Okay, the mysteries that have been hidden for so long would come into the men of the Lord, starting here in America. Okay, and through the preaching of the word, it was spread throughout the four corners of the earth. The same mindset of the prophets and men of the Lord had back then of seeking the kingdom, this is the same mindset that we are in. We are desiring to know when our big brother and our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shah is coming.
Right.
All right.
Because that Matthew 13, the prophets always inquire diligently in salvation to come.
Yeah.
This Acts 1 and 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel. All right, it says that the disciples that became apostles of Yahweh asked him after he had been teaching them for 40 days, okay, are you at this time going to restore the kingdom to Israel, showing that our Lord Yahweh is not going to bring every nation, creed, okay, and family into the kingdom. All right, it's only for Israel. And it said restore again. When did Israel have the kingdom before? Under the 40 years of peace with King Solomon. All right, you had King David. He had 40 years where he was putting the nations under subjection, and then King Solomon ruled. All right, King Solomon lived in peace through the subjugation that King David put the nations under. All right, so the apostles, knowing that history and knowing that the kingdom of heaven is only for the Israelites and no other nation, said, Lord Yahweh, is you coming to bring that kingdom now? But it wasn't time. Other prophecies had to be fulfilled.
Because they seen all that the Romans had put him through. They crucified him, right? He laid his life down. He said, no man take his life. He the one that they laid his life down. And they see him rise from the dead. They're like, oh shit, they ain't nothing that, that they can do unto us. Hey, the Lord came up and he got all these powers. And, hey, he got to be the time. Like, what's up?
But what they didn't know at the time is that Roman Empire had to fall and come back. Now we in that time of the Roman Empire, okay, coming back. In the book of Daniel, I believe it's the 2nd chapter, where it talk about the 10 toes. We're in the 10 toes now, all right? And our Lord Yahweh is going to meet Esau Edom, which he's still here, man. Esau Edom is the rulership of so-called white man, and our Lord Yahweh is physically going to make his second return from the sky with the chariots and the angels to make war with Esau and deliver his elect,
right,
of the nation of Israel.
Right.
You look at 2 Thessalonians 3rd chapter 2, but he spoke about that falling away had to happen first. Before you get that,
Matthew 13 and 17. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which you see, and have not seen, and to hear those things which you hear, and have not heard.
Right, because back then, Yahweh was walking physically amongst them, right, the Savior of Israel. And they were seeing the miracles and things that would happen. He was healing people, raising people from the dead, right? The prophets back then, before them, they wish they could have been there. Hey, but hey, if you understand reincarnation, it says the spirit of the prophets are subject to them. So really, they are seeing it, and they seeing the things today as well. Hearing about the return of the Lord, because hey, just like you just read in Acts the 1st chapter, they wanted to know if that was the time. But now that wasn't the time. This is the time.
Right.
All right. So those prophets, he said back then, they diligently wanted to seek and hear those things, but hey, they hearing it today. All right.
Verse 18. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower.
That was it. Okay. You can start at 2 Thessalonians.
The 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Okay. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahweh HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him. So Paul is speaking unto the Israelites. That is Paul's brother. It's Israel according to the flesh, or the Israelites. Okay? These epistles that Paul is writing and the other apostles, they were only to the Israelites. The Gentiles that we read about are Israelites.
Right.
Okay? Verse 2. That ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Hamashiach, Yahweh is at hand.
So the day of the Lord is at hand. Right? Yahushua, hey, like I said earlier, hey, he's coming back to put everything in its proper order. That's what the day of the Lord consists of. And it ain't what people think that it's going to be.
Right.
And it's going to be something terrible. Because he's going to come back and save his people violently. There ain't going to be nothing peaceful. You're going to go sit at the table, you're going to have talks, you're going to have, peace meetings. Ain't going to be none of that.
Right. Talk to him out.
Because once you put your hand on the people, the Lord, war was already, in the works. You already declared war. Right? And Esau is a man of blood and a man of war. It's like when you read Revelation, the 13th chapter, it says, hey, who is able to make war with the beast? It seems like that this man is invincible. Right? Well, hey, Yahushua got something for him.
Right. Hey, don't the scripture say blood required blood? And Esau's a very bloody man. So if blood is required by the Most High power, oh boy.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
So things have to happen in its proper order. Like the brother stated earlier, Rome had to fall. Because Esau still had things that he had to do in the future. It wasn't it for him back then. He still had things he had to do. Right? His iniquities wasn't yet full.
Right. Yeah, Jake was, the ones that believed in Yahushua going back during that time period. The apostles and the apostle Paul and the other believers, the rest of the believers, they wanted the Lord to come.
Right.
Because they was catching hell too under the Roman Empire.
Right.
Heavy taxation. That's why a big part of the reason why 70 AD, during the about 60, 66, 67 AD and like 74 AD, a big part of them wars was the scholars call it the Roman-Jewish Wars, was behind heavy taxation that the Roman Empire was placing on the Israelites.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You had groups at that time named Sakari. There was off branches from the Zealots. But at this time, Yahushua is going to avenge us. We ain't gonna play that role of trying to avenge ourselves. All right, because they ain't gonna go nowhere far. Like it didn't get Israel back then nowhere far, man. All right.
You'll get cast down. The Most High set this man up to rule for a period of time. You can't throw him down when you're ready to.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. Except there come a falling away first.
Right, so that falling away had to happen. Again in 70 AD. Like we fell away, we lost everything. Right? The destruction of the second temple, we haven't had a temple since then. And now we got a spiritual temple. Right? During this time, this is when the temple was being built back up and dedicated. Right? It's like feast dedication. You see? These things are happening all over again spiritually. Right? Because the heathen that came, they threw the temple down, right? Which we represent that temple. Right? They came in, they defiled, they put their ways on, we lost our heritage and stuff. Right? But the Lord put that spirit back upon us. Hey, and now we are proclaiming this truth. We got our heritage back. Right? But it said that day shall not come till the falling away come first. Hey, and that happened. Right?
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Right? That man of sin. Esau is. Right? This is the so-called white man. That's the man of sin. Because everything that he sets up is against the Heavenly Father. And that verse was against that. But everything that he sets up, he's anti-Messiah. Anti-Messiah like. Right? Antichrist. Right? We have many antichrists. Right? If you are against the scriptures in the Most High, anyway, or you against Yahushua, you're anti-anointed. Right? But hey, it said that men of sin be revealed. He's being revealed, right, on a high level in this time. Right? That wasn't happening back then. It was meant to happen in these times. Alright? So hey, those were two indicators to say, hey, he said, hey look, the day of the Lord not gonna come, hey, unless these things happen. Hey, and they are happening. So now we can say, okay, hey, the time is close.
Right.
Right? We know that there's only a few more prophecies that need to happen before we out of here. We closer than ever.
Right.
Ever in history.
Right.
Right? To get the kingdom of heaven.
Right. It says, in that man of sin be revealed the son of perdition.
Right, son of perdition. Because perdition means destruction. Right? He will be destroyed ultimately. The ultimate end goal of the Edomites, they will be eradicated, but this man is about destruction as well. That's all he's about. Right? Jeremiah 51, Lord said, oh, thou that destroys the earth. Right? Everything going to be in the condition that it's in right now. Right? But the Heavenly Father put him in the position that he's in to show everybody what not to do. He lifted him up on his high level. All right, just like he did Pharaoh. Right? This is throw his eyes down. Because this kingdom is only existed by the will of the Heavenly Father. Not because Esau is so damn smart, which he's not. Right? Not because they got all of these resources. Hey, it's because of the Heavenly Father gave it unto you.
Isaiah 24. Wow. The earth also is the law of the inhabitants thereof. Because they transgressed the law, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Right. So, right, who was they speaking about? The earth is the law of the inhabitants.
Right.
All right, those that are in rulership, man. That the Most High set up to be a rulership in this current age, man. All right, Esau, all right. Yeah, they got the world in a state of chaos and confusion, man. The Father.
Yep.
You know.
And then it say the earth under the inhabitants, the very earth. You know, the people in the earth that is defiled. You know.
Think about breaking covenants. Only one picture come to your mind. There's not even a second close. Second place, man. Esau either, man.
Hey, he's alive, man. Won't come out the bull speaking lies, man. Right? All right, he broke every last treaty that he had in place with the so-called Native Americans. All right.
Yeah, the scriptures say you break read it again real quick.
Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws.
Yeah, and then they took the law into their mouth when they took this book unto themselves and upheld this book and said that this was going to be this is supposed to be a Christian nation, Christian country, right? One second, let me finish real quick.
Right. Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance.
Yeah, so they broke the covenant, the everlasting covenant, transgressed the laws. What else is it?
Broken the everlasting covenant.
Broke the everlasting
Change the right, man. Change the time, man. Scripture says that we go by the moon for the seasons, man. This crap has got on the Gregorian calendar, the Julian calendar, back to some other shit. It's the goddamn devil, man. A liar.
You got a leap year.
Right.
Daylight savings time.
Right.
Pushing the time forward an hour, then
Pulling it back. Ain't they talking about doing away with that shit? All together. You know the inside, bro. These are diabolical demons, man.
This is Psalms chapter 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked, Yahweh said, what hast thou to do,
Right.
to declare my statute,
Right.
or that thou should take my covenant in thy mouth.
Right, he's a hypocrite. I mean, they never want to keep the covenant. All the way back to Cain. Right? And the same spirit is within him.
Right?
See, he don't care, because if he cared about the laws, statutes, and commandments, why he got his own constitution and bill of rights and things like that? Why he got his own laws set up? We got laws, so why he not using it? Right. And in his court system, he got the scriptures in there, and you ain't nobody being judged out of this in the court. Right. Why they say, hey, get the book of Leviticus and you did this such and such, so the Lord said they not saying that, but they make you swear on it.
Right. Why does hook nose devil still carry around his goddamn filthy Babylonian child mud, man? If you down the laws and statutes from the Most High, he's not, man. Not at all. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, the commander-in-chief in general, the title of president, commander-in-chief. Commander-in-chief, yeah, he swears in on the Bible.
Right.
You would think everything from that point, everything got to come through the book.
Not at all.
All rules and regulations got to be built through that book.
Not at all.
Swear in on the Bible, and then after the brothers read it, you know, he came from behind.
Right.
That's just an illusion of righteousness. That man ain't righteous. Right? Just like the brother brought up the Talmud. Because when you go into the small hats and neighborhoods in Judaism, they don't really care about the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why they came up with the Talmud and the Kabbalah and all these different things. They more so cleave onto that. Because they know that these law, statutes, and commandments and this covenant wasn't made with them. Right? You keep on up.
It says in verse 17, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee.
Yeah, he hates instruction. Bro, you can't tell this man nothing. Right? The Most High, like you said, the Most High set up how the earth should be ran. Right? The Most High set up, you know, what a tree is, what an apple is, this and that. But Esau said, no, look, I'm gonna create something better.
Right.
I'm gonna do what the Most High couldn't do. That's his mindset. He got that godlike concept. He saw his proud. Alright? But the Most High is gonna put an end to all of that. It may seem like he's a god to these people because the Most High gave him this power to proclaim himself like that. Right? Just so the Most High can throw him down.
Right.
Alright? But like I said, this all was the will of the Heavenly Father for this man to rule for a certain period of time. It's like every other kingdom, they had a beginning and they had an end. Right? And Daniel, the second chapter, like the brother brought out, speaks about the end, you know, of all the different kingdoms, and also this one. Right? Think about that stone cut out with our hands, Yahweh, right? Hey, he said he gonna break up the whole statue. Right? And then set up the kingdom of heaven.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God.
So he opposed it and exalted himself, right? Above the Most High, right? Anything dealing with the Most High, the truth, the law, statutes, commandments, the Israelites, right? That's why he will put his image on, you know, on the holy people, which is us, on the angels, right? Yahweh, right? That's blasphemy of the Holy Spirit.
Right. Hey, the scriptures say he opposed it. Read that part about he opposed it.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. Who opposed it and exalted himself above all that is called God.
So in other words, he's saying, I'm the Most High.
Right.
Out of all powers that exist, I'm the Most High.
He is.
Yeah, he is. I am.
That's Isaiah 47. Esau's mindset is that he is the Most High. That's why you have GMOs, genetically modified organisms. Why? Because Esau wanted to create the foods. All right. So he got a thing called the MOTB. All right, RFID. He want to turn people into cyborgs, have people operating off the internet. You tap in, you playing games. All right. from just the thoughts in your mind. So he want to change what the Most High already made perfect. When the Yahweh Shai and the angels made everything, they said, what? It's good. Esau said, no, we can enhance it. All right? So he's opposing and exalting himself above the Most High. But you see everything that Esau tried to modify and switch up, it caused death. All right? That's all this man is about. It's just death, man. All right?
And these people be falling for that shit. Right? They say that the world wanted after the beast. And this man is just so great, trusting his science, everything is just facts. Right? Which he saw a lot of his science is fabricated. He just wanted to portray it as the most stuff. Right? But some of them things, they like according to like archaeology things, he got the money to do all that. That's why he said he is wiser than Daniel. Alright? He has to go and research shit, right? Dig things up, right?
All right, this is Psalms 28. The point is in verse 5, but I'm going to start at 4. Psalms 28 and 4. Give them according to their deeds, according to the wickedness of their endeavors. Give them after the work of their hands. And render to them their desert. This is going into the wicked. All right, verse 5. Because they regard not the works of the Most High, nor the operation of his hands. Okay, so they regard not the works of the Most High. All right, they regard not the natural order that was set by the Heavenly Father, man.
Right.
That's why you have a heavy promotion of same genders laying down with each other. That's
Right.
How you gonna procreate like that, man? All right. All right. See if you will multiply, man. All right. By way of man laying with a woman. All right. But this devil wants to do the opposite, man. All right. Push GMO food.
Right.
All right. Hey, and then he's all about depopulating the earth. Promote death. Because this devil says there's too many people on the earth. So we gotta come up with ways to kill off the people, man. Psalms 28 and 3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts.
Right. That's the whole MO. He try to come off in that peaceable nature just so you can let your guard down, right? Then he stab you, stab you in the back, or then he get to the northern kingdom and you can't go there, right? That man, hey, they tried to put on the act on that they were just this so godly, holy people, right? They came for peace.
Right.
See, we wanna learn from y'all. We wanna be friends.
Right. They came over here seeking religious freedom. Then the people people that was already over here, they put them in slavery. So what the hell is that about, man?
Right. It's like he still do the same thing with this with the whole political system, right? They Revelation 13 goes to that as well. They speak. You got all of the Democrats, the Republicans, the president. They run it. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that for the people. We're trying to listen that. But it ain't gold. They trying to put y'all, make y'all fucking slaves, right? They ain't gold, but they don't really care about y'all.
Right. They push the cloak of righteousness, health care, creating jobs, all this BS. Then when it's all said and done, it's the same shit. It's the same shit.
Right. Right.
Yeah. This is Job chapter 20 and verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short,
Right.
and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Right.
So this is dealing with the same that man of sin that they're reading about 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Now it's calling him here a hypocrite, exactly what the brothers are going into, because a hypocrite is an actor.
Right.
Someone who poses, a charlatan.
Right.
Right? So it says, what I?
Knowest thou not this of old? Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short?
So
Right.
the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Right.
Go to Job 9:24 real quick. So I'm talking about the man of sin. Here is mentioning the wicked. All right? They say the joy of the triumphing of the wicked is short. Now Revelation tells us when you read 12 and 12 that the devil has come down upon us having great wrath because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Right.
Right, because that's their same short time. Read it again, brother.
God. This is Job chapter 20 and verse 5.
Right.
That the triumphing of the wicked is short.
All right. The triumphing of the wicked is short. What that say, brother?
Job 9, 24.
That's right.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right.
So they're in joy because the earth was given into their hands. They're in rulership of the earth.
Yep.
So this is why they have joy, because they can oppress the people. They can impose their will
Right.
at will. They can pass all these unrighteous decrees
Right.
and make a shit ton of money in the meantime.
Right.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Profit off our own oppression. Matter of fact, even more than that, they make us fund our own oppression.
Right.
Through taxes and all these other, let's stand with Ukraine. And come to find out that old FTX shit, that cryptocurrency, a lot of the money that was sent to Ukraine was going into that cryptocurrency FTX and being funneled back into the Democratic Party. And they was getting a cut. They was getting, paid on the back end. Biden and all these people. So that's just one way of how they make the people fund their own oppression. And they having a good, they had a good time.
Right.
Doing all this shit.
Right.
Now the Heavenly Father is exposing them.
Right.
The Heavenly Father is exposing them, so they cracking down on the truth. They got censorship, just, out the ass. You can't say nothing on certain platforms. You got to go to these little crevices and corners, to post anything with truth. Because they got these algorithms, this AI shit, searching for key terms and certain shit like that, But the earth,
It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right, it was given into the hand of the wicked by the Most High.
Right.
All right? So it's going into exactly what they've been reading. That they shall not come except they come and fall away first. And that man of sin be revealed. And guess what? We in the season of Revelation.
Right.
And when you read the book of Revelation, half of that, if not 3/4 of it, then already came to pass.
Right.
And the rest of it is we can see it in the
That's
distance.
right. That's right.
And it's charging.
Right.
It ain't scrolling, it's charging
Yes, sir.
toward the time that we in.
Yes, sir.
All right? So, we in the time of Revelation. So this devil got to be revealed in the time of Revelation.
Right.
Before the Lord can come back. Now, it's the Lord's revelation when you read the book of Revelation, but this devil also has to be revealed. Before the Lord can be revealed in his person, in his glory. He's going to be revealed in his actual glory when he cracked them clouds.
Right.
Right.
But before that, this devil got to be revealed.
Right.
So hit that from the top.
Job 9:24.
Uh-huh.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Go ahead.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
So he covered the faces of the judges thereof. The Most High, his only begotten Son, all of the heavenly hosts, and the children of Israel.
Right.
We are all judges. We're all judges, and this is why when the Lord establishes the kingdom, we'll all sit on thrones.
Right.
We don't sit on thrones just for show.
we're going to be judging the nation.
Right.
So we are some of those judges, but it begins with the Most High. And what did he do? He plastered his image on all of the men of the men that you read about in the Bible.
Yeah.
You know, spiritual, angelic, and in the flesh.
Yep.
Right. Everything.
All right, so go back to Job real quick.
This is Job chapter 20 and verse 5. That the triumphing of the wicked is short.
So he done had his time of triumphing. Now it's his time to be revealed.
Right.
Why? Because the Lord is at the door with our salvation. Lord willing, we make it up out of here.
God.
Lord willing, I make it up out of here.
Right.
But, right, the devil got to be revealed. So his triumphing is over. Or better, read on, that joy that he once had in oppressing the people, robbing and raping resources out of the earth.
Right.
Destroying the earth. He took joy and pleasure in all that.
Right.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
Now I'm gonna say to add on to what you're saying, enjoying his blessing that was given to him by Isaac. Okay, which is to say he was gonna have the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven.
Right.
That's to add on to it. This devil, these elites, global, international bankers, global elites. All right, and even up under them, these at one point in time, your average six-pack Joe was enjoying his Edomite privilege. You know,
Exactly.
on planet Earth.
That's right. Good point.
Being able to take vacations around the world and experience the beauty of the earth, you know.
Right. Summer homes, winter homes,
Yeah,
shit that you ain't never heard of.
Cabins.
Right.
They got cabins
Right.
and shit out in the woods and shit.
Right. Yachts and
Right.
all that good shit.
Right.
You see these shows be on cable, like Lifestyle and Rich and Famous and shit.
Yeah.
These devils might have a $20 million, $50 million yacht.
Right.
Fully decked out.
Right.
Look better than our house.
Right.
Right.
You know, that's how he be living. But one more time, Mike, I'm gonna give it back to you, bro.
Okay, it says, Job 20 and 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Right.
And the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment.
The joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment, Esau, Edom, is that hypocrite.
Right.
Now they masquerade around the earth, the entire planet Earth, as the white people.
Right.
There's nothing white about it.
Not at all.
You know, they're actually pinkish to red. They range from pink to red. Like we range from yellow to brown, yellow, red, brown. So they range from pink to red. You will have some Edomites who appear to have pigment. They might have pigment because they have a Jake mother or maybe a Hamite, a dark mother. But if their father is an Edomite, then that makes them an Edomite.
Right.
So it's not a thing of color, but you will know them by the term of so-called white people. They are hypocrites. Even that term white, there's hypocrisy in that.
Right. Right.
Because
Right.
white means pure and clean.
Right.
But what are these devils? See, and that's what they were saying. They put this front out in the public, behind closed doors. They're murdering children, drinking their blood, and participating in pederasty.
Right.
They also get into zoophilia. You heard Kanye say, well, they got a video of me from the door. I don't care. Yeah, that's what they do. You know? So, yeah, brother, you got it.
Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast supported his bounds, and he cannot pass. Right. So yeah, devils ain't allowed to be in rulership for a period of time. You know, and the triumph of the wicked is coming up to an end. Psalms 28, verse 5. Psalms 28, verse 4. Give them according to their deeds and according to the wickedness of their endeavors.
Right, so the Most High is going to repay them for the things that they have done. All right, ain't nobody going to get away with nothing. All right, as far as Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, right, says that, verse 15, the Most High required that which is past. Right? The Most High don't forget. Right? The Most High is simply just building a case. Right? And after this man basically implement, start to get this new world order up and running and implement that Caragua, and that's when the Most High gonna throw everything down. That's what Job in 20th chapter was going into. They say he's gonna recompense him according to they say he's gonna recompense him according to his weakness, because they read in the book of Sirach, it says that he who catches up a stone, right, is gonna fall back down on his own head. Esau threw the stone up, right, basically to attack, the Israelites, right, and try to play the innocent role like he ain't been doing nothing, right? But the stone will come back down on his head.
That's right.
All right, that judgment.
Right. Because when this man make his move with the MOTB, the Most High gonna have to intervene. Like it say in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter. And except this day, the Most High shorten the time, there should be no flinching, we say. Right? But prepare for it. But this man gonna be moving fast. He gonna come hard with that MOTB. You see?
Right. It's gonna come a time to where he gonna put everything out in the forefront. He don't give a damn.
Right.
Because he ain't got that much time. Like,
Right.
When you ain't got that much time,
Right.
you just you hasty.
Then at that point, you got Klaus Schwab come out and say, yeah, we've infiltrated basically these different cabinets of government around the world. He said we infiltrated. He said that. Then he's speaking about a new world order. Macron in France, he came out and said we need a one world rule. So they're coming out and saying it, they're putting it out there in your face, But the hypocrisy of that, talking about a one world order, is that these devils don't know order. So how can they have a one world order when the brother just read? How did it go a while ago? He don't deal with instruction, Right. So he don't even know nothing about order, but yet he going to enforce a one world order. No, it's going to be a one world disorder.
Right.
And that's what he wants, disorder.
He already showed his intent and his power that he holds in his hand right now. When Yay, whatever you want to call it, he said something, Esau locked his bread down, man. Stripped for millions like instantly, bro. And you niggas ain't did shit. They ain't gonna say shit if you know you fucking next, man. And me pressing like that, you gonna bow down to this goddamn devil, man.
Man, them 10 toes, the brother mentioned about them 10 toes, most of them already been implanted with WEF flunkies.
Right.
That new Prime Minister of Britain, Sunak, that East Indian, he's a WEF flunky. Joe Biden, he's a WEF flunky. And I'm talking about the World Economic Forum. So they got the pieces in place.
Right.
It's just a matter of dropping the hammer. Some countries already are instituting central bank digital currency.
Right.
So it's just a matter of time. Like I say, we see it in the distance. It's
Right.
right over there.
Right.
And it's Georgia. You got it out.
Like you spoke about this man trying to have a new world order when he ain't got no order.
Because thou hatest instruction.
Right, that's it.
You don't deal with order, man. Therefore he casted the words of the Most High out. But yeah, this is Job 10 and 21. Before I go, whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death.
Right, so literally Job was talking about actually dying, but spiritually we're talking about America. right? The valley of the shadow of death. This is that place.
That's right.
Right? You see, hey, 'cause this place ain't nothing but death.
That's right.
Right? And death can happen at any time. It's
Right.
a violent place, ruled by a violent man. Right? Everybody is in that spirit of Cain.
Right.
Robbing, murdering, lying. Right?
Yeah.
All of that.
Hey, the shadow is following everybody around. The shadow is over the whole valley. The shadow of death.
Right.
Yeah.
And out from east, west, north, south, and
Right.
all angles, bro. All straight and below, man.
Right. Death on every turn.
Right. That niggas don't see it, man.
That's why the angels. That's why the angels got to be out here protecting the men of the Lord. Cause
Right.
Hey, this is a sick,
Right.
violent place.
Right. Everybody walking around with clogged arteries,
Yeah.
high blood pressure, diabetes,
Right.
stressed out,
Right.
depressed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
Even little kids, 5, 6, 7 years old, diabetes, high blood pressure,
Right.
fucked up. You know what I'm saying? This,
Yeah.
this is a diabolical scheme by this goddamn devil, man.
Everybody go crazy tomorrow thinking.
Oh, man. It's because these niggas that right now is dead by time. Because of that shit. Right, bro.
Like a minister of wellness say, they on the death train. So Esau feed you with all these artery clogging foods, all right? High fat with all these vegetable oils and sunflower seed oils, which is nothing but chemicals, all right? Poison, all right? There's no such thing as a dietary law here. You get sick, run about, people getting sick early now, They getting high sugar, gotta get on insulin, gotta get over-the-counter meds.
Right.
Okay? Then after you get the over-the-counter meds, which they say people that retire around about 60, they end up going bankrupt because they can't afford the goddamn pills, man.
Right.
All right? So Esau promotes nothing but death, but he profits major off of it.
Right.
The food, you buy the food, then you gotta go to the hospital, then you gotta take the drugs. Esau has cornered the market, man. And profiting off of people's death.
Hey, I was gonna say too, because people they don't be caring what they eat. I forgot who was one of my friends. I asked. They make some tea. They tried to offer me some, but it ain't made from scratch. I'm like, how much sugar is in that? I don't know. Like, they offended because I'm asking how much sugar is in there.
Yeah.
48 grams of sugar.
Yeah, they just want to stay in darkness, man. They don't want no parts of light. They want to stay saturated in darkness.
Hey, what Jake say all the time? I gotta go somehow. You know what I'm saying?
True words of a nigga. Hey, and even if you don't, not afflicted by Esau shit, Esau do his witchcraft, he'll make you think you fucking sick, man. And you head straight to the goddamn form of kill, man. The devil got to go.
Y'all got something?
Hey, but thanks to this devil, now you got sudden death.
Woo!
You know, they got a term now called sudden death, thanks to this new phenomenon that's happening worldwide.
Right.
You know, well, not so much the phenomenon, but the so-called solution to the phenomenon that's causing sudden death, but they won't come out and say that. They just, they suddenly died. You know, they collapsed and died. You got videos of people driving buses, in planes, and jets.
Falling dead.
Yeah, just dropping dead.
Yeah.
And they won't even come out and say it, and they censor us to keep from saying it.
Right.
But put two and two together.
Right.
Put two and two together. We didn't have sudden death in 2019.
No, sir.
But starting by 2020, 2021,
Right.
really 2021, we started having this phenomenon of sudden death. But yeah, brother. Isaiah 9.
Job 10, 22. A land of darkness, as darkness itself.
Like the land of darkness, because it's like the Most High said that he got a controversy with the habits of the land, because there's no truth. The only truth is this verse being brought up. Right? It's the only thing, but everything else is full of darkness, which is synonymous with evil. Right? Corruptness.
Right. Yeah, and the scriptures say, St. John the 3rd chapter,
Yeah.
starting around the 18th verse, they say that our people they love darkness rather than light.
Right.
Yup.
It's evident.
Yup. And also Isaiah the 30th chapter, around about 10, they say, look, get away, roughly paraphrased, get away from us with all that preaching. We don't want to hear that. We want to just hear smooth words. We don't want to hear what you got to talk about, man.
They said cause the Holy One of Israel to cease to war.
Right.
So that's why they how it go? They assemble themselves by troops in the hardest house. Right. Because there's smooth things in the hardest house. Yeah.
Right. Job 10:22. A land of darkness, that's darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order.
It's like the said earlier, hey, without any order. Right? There's no order in this place. Everything is out of order. It's chaos.
Right.
Yeah.
Each and every way you turn. Right? Where you want to go to the women,
Right.
the kids,
Right.
the whole family structure. Right? It's the job, dealing with the money, the taxes. Everything is out of order. The music, the movies.
Right.
Like if everywhere you turn, it's some wickedness.
Right.
He started to put his hand on everything.
Right. I remember coming up as a child, sitting in front of the TV and watching cartoons on Saturday, but then a commercial come up about child abuse. If you're being abused or getting a whooping from your parents, call this 8100 number. But that's out of order. According to the order, a child is supposed to get corrected by the rod.
Right.
But Esau pushes that disorder in the household. Now you got just these monstrous, disobedient kids running around, man.
Where's CPS at prescription? Child Protective Service.
Right.
You know? My coworker got a friend in jail. He looking at 2 to 5 because he hit his son. But you know, he hit him for bringing. He got caught at school with weed. You know, we would have got beat down back. You know, when I was coming up. Yeah. But he looking at 2 to 5 because he hit his son. You know. So yeah, that's what's going on in the world. This one, called him black woman. The son called him mama. The mama called him out. Yeah. Right. Bring that out.
It's Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 2. The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light.
Right, the people that walk in darkness is referring to us, the Hebrew Israelites. All right? Don't get Isaiah 60. See, we've been in the darkness under this oppressor because the earth have been given into the hands of the wicked. So, what did he do? He covered the whole world in darkness. Let's read it out.
This is Isaiah 16, verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come.
Arise, shine, for thy light is come. This is speaking to the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans predominantly. You know, wherever else you may be, and however else you may look, that your spirit is knit with this word. It's only knit because you're a Hebrew Israelite. You know, the heathen's not going. 2/3 of all people not. And this is what the brothers been talking about. They're not going to be attracted to this.
Right.
So let alone how much more heat. But read it out.
It say, rise and shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee.
Right. That light is none other than Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
So we're right there. Behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. We got a taste of that in the time of the Grecian Empire. When Alexander died and his 4 generals took over, to tell you that evils was multiplied.
Right.
Which is a paraphrase.
Right.
That's that same darkness that it's talking about. And they didn't rule the entire earth. They only ruled, you know, that's